Everybody want to be like motherfucking ColdBlooded Records. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy though? The labels is not a part of our culture. The people who run the labels and finance the labels, they ain't a part of our culture. They will fund the dysfunction of black men. I ain't with that shit, guy.
They will.
So I ain't with it.
They will. They will. They put all the money out.
I'm like when my boy Pimp C got out of jail and he made the song Knocking Doors Down. He said it's more money if we come together than if we continue to beef. He was talking about Tip and Flip, Zero, and I forgot Buddy that be doing all the hurricane stuff and Trader Truth. You know, it's more money if we come together, but they don't want to see that. They will fund our dysfunction. And
you know how much money they will approve you for a diss track, but won't approve you for a record speaking up on shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where did the name Snake come from?
Dang, I ain't never told you that, hell.
No.
Okay. So growing up out College Hills, you know, running around in the streets and stuff, I never got jammed up. I participated in that lifestyle for probably 12 to 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And at first, people used to call me Slither. They called me Slither because I used to get away from stuff that it was unexplainable. And I give God the credit for that. He was looking out for me. He knew that I had more of a purpose to provide to the world, and I wanted to be of service to the world. But I used to get away from shit, guy. I remember folks used to come through the hood shooting AKs. 4 or 5 people get hit, and I would be just standing there, a young boy. I remember the police used to come through. I used to run. You know, folks it just used to be a lot of stuff I got away with. And it started as Slither. My boy Keeve Daddy from the hood named me Slither. And then I just said, you know, we're going to implement it as Snake. I don't like that Slither stuff. We're going to call myself Snake. And I just been Snake ever since. The streets gave me that name. You know, and these times a lot of rappers give themselves names. And
you let the people
give me my name. And you know, if I was to ride you through Tennessee where I'm from, nobody called me Trevor. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, grannies and everything would be like, there goes Snake, Snake coming through. The young folks and stuff, they call me Snake. And it's funny living in 2 different places now that you know, here I'm known as Trevor or Tennessee, but at home they call me Snake. Everybody call me Snake, family members and everything. So the name Snake came from being in the hood and getting out of situations that I had no business getting out of. I don't even supposed to be here right now, to be honest with you. But that's where the name came from. I slithered my way out of situations.
Define your rap style.
That's easy. My rap style is, you know, at first it used to be, you know, the world was small to me and it was just my neighborhood. But now the world is big to me. I rap my experiences. That's all it is. It's just experiences and being able to articulate my experiences over live instrumentation. Yeah.
All right. Is the standards low or high right now in hip hop?
The standards. You know, when we talk about standards, you know, it's depending on who it's coming from and what age group is listening to it. I would like to say that the standards is higher than it used to be because now you have a lot of people reviewing and reacting to the music as soon as it's released. And to me, I would say that you know, people are critical of the music right now. And right now, radio isn't dead. You know, it's hanging on by a limb, and playlists are created, but the standard for what I like, you have to search and go hunting for it. But the standard is high because, you know, everybody has a voice now.
Okay.
Think about that though, guy. Everybody has a voice now. You know, I come from an era in music to when it wasn't as easy to have your music distributed around the world. You know, these guys got DistroKid, United Masters now. They can go make a song and upload it and be to the world for $20.
Yep.
What I would want to tell people that I grew up in the CD era. That's why everybody didn't have a voice. You have to go record the songs, master the songs. If you want 1,000 copies at $5 a piece, that's $5,000. You know, to print up your CDs and stuff like that. Times have changed now, and by everybody having a voice, I feel like the standard is higher.
I mean, even then, with the CDs, you have to be saying something in order for somebody to spend their money. Well, nobody's spending no $20, $15 on your CD just to be spending $20, $15. Because that $20, $15 back then, that was you could do a lot with that.
Yeah, you could go get $5 in gas, go get you a fish sandwich, go get you a Nick or mid.
What? It'd be good.
Yeah, the whole day.
You know, and now it's like, yo, with the streaming services and everything, and it's too much. It's like oversaturation. So you got to funnel through, and that's why I have certain artists that I listen to, because I know when they come out, they're gonna deliver something. I don't listen to artists that drop albums every year.
Yeah,
because you ain't living life in a year.
Yes, facts.
And I get that from, because I'm an R&B head. You don't get R&B artists dropping music every year.
Yeah.
If you're an R&B artist and you dropping music every year, somebody else is writing your shit.
That's facts. That's facts. Because it's harder to write R&B than it is to write raps.
But you also have to live your life.
Yeah.
You have to live your life.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? Ageism in hip hop. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it need to stop. You know, that's a great question. I know we almost ending the podcast and stuff, but ageism in hip hop, it need to stop. You know, no other genre of music does that to their elders. I grew up in a time where I appreciated the information that my OGs gave me, and I implemented it in whatever I was doing in life, because what an OG really is somebody that's giving game. It ain't somebody that is trying to be bigger and better than you. It's somebody that has some sort of a system that they created that they are trying to give to you, so you don't have to go through the same things that they had to go through. Ageism in hip hop gotta stop. You know, I feel like when the youth say, you old nigga, or I don't want to hear that old nigga shit, he can't further the conversation. So he stops the conversation by telling somebody that they old. And the old heads need to stop going back to their era and prioritizing their era and start living in the moment and bringing something of value now.
Right. I agree.
Ageism got to stop. We got to stop that shit as a whole in the black culture, in the black community. My opinion about that, you know, I think it's foul. I think that, you know, the person that's older isn't dead, man. They still alive. They still have some value to give to the game, and the youth should benefit from that. I would love to hear a song from Lil Durk and Ghostface Killer. You know what I'm saying? From Lil Baby featuring Nas. I would love to hear that balance of older and youth. You know what I'm saying? It's just that has to stop. A real talk.
It's crazy that you say that, because it just got me thinking. People say they grew up on Tupac. Do you realize, and I don't think people realize, do they realize how old Tupac would be right now?
Pull me up
another glass of Cabernet Red. They chose to complain, I'd rather hustle instead. I could vividly remember days I ran from the feds. It's that feeling when you winning and you get in the head. Pour me up another glass of Cabernet Red. They chose to complain, I'd rather hustle instead. I could vividly remember days I ran from the feds. It's that feeling when you winning and you get in the head. Life's great, I'm 46, didn't think I see 25. A lot of my partners done died, I'm surprised I'm still alive. Take it one day at a time, I put it all on the line. I kept it triller than most while I ran this marathon. I know I made my father proud as he looked down while I shine. Pour a glass of 82 as I sit back and recline. I made it out the trenches, and honestly I'm fine. Dedicated to this mission, me and my goals is intertwined. Yeah, my dreams, they align. Had to leave a few behind to obtain a peace of mind. Now this life I live sublime. The incline was by design, I'm refined, may I remind. Can I live like Hova? Summertime at the US Open. Pour me up another glass of Cabernet Red. They chose to complain, I'd rather hustle instead. I could vividly remember days I ran from the feds. It's that feeling when you winning and you get in the head. Pour me up another glass of Cabernet Red. They chose to complain, I'd rather hustle instead. I could vividly remember days I ran from the feds. It's that feeling when you winning and you get in the head. Above the valley in Napa, Chelsea boots Louis V. Pacific Ocean breeze, the next day ain't guaranteed, so I'm living for the moment. Crushed out my opponents, they really didn't want it, but I had the style on them. Country boy doing numbers, ballin' harder than Wemby. Coming down in that G550, I see the hate and the envy. They pretend to be friendly, they pretend to be cordial. I be dressed up formal, I be getting to this paper, you can say it's abnormal. Every move is important, I don't speak on the losses, I just chalk it as lessons. Now they watching me closer, trying to copy the methods, but the hustle organic, you can't purchase my presence.
Everybody wanna be like motherfucking ColdBlooded Records. You know what I'm saying?